Hey, what's going on, you guys? Jordan over here at the Movie Den. I hope you all are doing well. So today's video is very simple. I'm going to be talking about some of my favorite movies of the 90s. Where I got the idea for this movie is, one, I'm a product of the 90s, and two, one of my buddies, we were just conversing and he made a statement about 90s movies and kind of was poking fun at me. And I thought, that I got to do a video on that. So that's what this is. But guys, if you enjoy these types of videos, these are kind of rankings in a way, more of a list video. Make sure to go down below, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification. All right, guys, let's go ahead and get started. So my plan initially was to do 10 movies, just keep it simple at 10. However, there was some that I just felt like I had to put in here. So we're not really doing 10, we're doing 12. And then unfortunately, I know some of you guys might not like this, but I don't have all of these on physical media. I plan to get them. I need to get them, I know. So about half of them I have, the other half I don't. So we'll start with the ones that I do not have. But of course, we are going to start at the very top with one of my favorite comedic actors, Adam Sandler. And we're talking about Billy Madison.
Stop looking at me, Swan!
Guys, I grew up watching this movie so much as a child. See, when I was younger, my mom, she really wasn't a fan of Adam Sandler, except for Billy Madison. And so that was played on repeat in my house. We had the VHS, so I watched that constantly. Absolute classic. Billy Madison going back to school. Chris Farley's cameo in that is one of my favorite cameos of Chris Farley's in any of his Adam Sandler movies. However, probably my favorite cameo in this movie would be Norm Macdonald.
What's today? October?
So if you guys haven't seen that movie, I don't know, you must be living under a rock because, a lot of people argue, is it this, Waterboy, or Happy Gilmore? For me personally, it is Billy Madison. The next one, I can't believe that I don't have this movie. I feel like I do somewhere, a DVD stored away somewhere. I know I do. I can't find it. But anyways, we are talking about Jeff Daniels and Jim Carrey, Dumb and Dumber.
I just got that old-fashioned romantic feeling where I'd do anything to bone her.
This is a movie when I was younger. I go, visit my dad. He had this movie on repeat. So over there, he was like, Jim Carrey was everything. So I got introduced to Jim Carrey at a very, very young age, watched all his movies, but Dumb and Dumber holds a special place in my heart. That movie is absolutely hilarious, super quotable. And for as much of a serious actor as Jeff Daniels is, he turns up the charm and his comedic chops to an 11. I mean, he pairs so well with Jim Carrey in this movie. Now, of course, Jim Carrey's Jim Carrey. I don't think you're ever going to top him, but they work so well together with this movie. Such a fun, hilarious movie, near and dear to my heart, Dumb and Dumber. Guys, this next one, this is another Jim Carrey movie that I watched a lot as a kid. It's a sequel, and I actually prefer this one. I know a lot of you will probably disagree with me on this, but I will die on this hill. Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. Look, you can't beat the rhino scene.
The mother rhino is giving birth.
I personally think it's funnier than Pet Detective. Pet Detective is good. Just When Nature Calls just bumps it up just a little bit. The whole, the cliffhanger spoof at the beginning of the movie, it's so good. Another easily quotable movie. One of Jim Carrey's best movies, Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls. So for our next one, we've got an absolute classic. It's got the whole package. You got Steven Spielberg. You have John Williams doing the score. You have Sam Neill. You have Jeff Goldblum and dinosaurs. You put that together, you got a masterpiece. Yes, we're talking about Jurassic Park.
Welcome to Jurassic Park.
This is another one that I watched on repeat as a child. Dinosaurs. Absolutely love it. I do remember as a kid, the only scene that scared me was that, I don't remember what the dinosaur is called, but has the frills on the neck that comes out and it spits that tar acid. That always scared me as a kid. I don't know why, but that scene in particular did. But that movie, absolutely love it. It was because of that movie I made my family drag me to Universal Studios as a child when we would go to Disneyland just so I can ride the Jurassic Park ride. Love the movie Jurassic Park. This next one, I think is a lot of people's favorite movie. One of the greatest actors. Not only is he obviously known for comedy, but his ability to do dramas, even thrillers, all around. He's such a well-rounded actor, not just for comedies, but this in particular is a comedy movie, but we're talking about Mrs. Doubtfire. And really such a wholesome movie showing what a dad would do just to be with his children. I love this movie. Another very quotable movie. First day as a woman, and I'm already having hot flashes. Such a good movie, Mrs. Doubtfire. So this next one I want to talk about, this is an early 90s one. I think this one came out in like 91, but you have got Hook. Not only do you have the amazing Robin Williams playing Peter Pan, but you have Dustin Hoffman as Captain Hook, Julia Roberts as Tinkerbell, Rufio. You even have one of the most amazing cameos in the movie from Glenn Close, playing the pirate who goes in the boo box.
The boo box. The boo box.
Such a great film. One of the coolest scenes is the food fight. It's just an awesome scene. And of course, when Thud, one of the Lost Boys, grabs Peter's face and stretches it and goes, "There you are, Peter." It's such a good movie. Robin Williams gone way, way too soon. He had so much left to give to us. But there you are, Hook. So those are the ones that I do not have. Next, let's talk about the ones that I do currently have. I'm going to start with some Disney ones because, you know, Disney in the 90s, that to me was peak Disney. And their animated movies, excellent. And we're going to talk about a couple here. This first one, absolutely love it. Ironically, another Robin Williams movie. We have got Aladdin, A Whole New World, You Ain't Never Had a Friend Like Me. Iconic songs. Robin Williams in this movie, it's almost unhinged Robin Williams. And what was so cool is they actually wrote dialogue for the movie based around Robin Williams' character. So really what they did is they just kind of gave Robin Williams, okay, here's what's going on with the scene, and they just let him loose. And you have this amazing product of that. Robin Williams kills it in this role. So does everyone else, of course. Great movie, Aladdin.
I can't believe it. I'm losing to a rug.
Guys, this next one arguably probably has one of the best scores of the 90s, in my opinion. Tarzan's one of them because you have Phil Collins. He absolutely destroys that. But this one, of course, has Elton John, and we're talking about The Lion King. This is another one of those movies that I think I wore out more tapes than I can count. On repeat constantly. Such a fantastic film. It's basically the story of Hamlet is what it is. Amazing. I'm not a fan of the live actions, but well, technically they're animated, but you guys know what I mean. This one you can't beat. Another has great music, a great story. Everything about it. James Earl Jones as Mufasa. Wonderful movie. I even revisit some of these Disney classics today, but there you are, The Lion King. Now, you can't be a 90s kid without talking about this movie. A lot of these 90s in music, especially for kids' movies, but of course, we're talking about the songs from the famous power line in the movie, A Goofy Movie. Looking at this movie as maybe like a film critic would, I guess is the best way to say it. It's such a wholesome movie. A father and son trying to rekindle their relationship by going on a camping trip. They get in so many different situations. Lester's Possum Farm.
The Possum Posse Jamboree. Here it is.
Probably one of the greatest scenes, but we can't talk about the song Eye to Eye. That's, to me at least, that's almost like the theme song of the 90s for me. Love that song. Love this movie. Goofy movie. All right, guys, moving away from more of the kids' movies like Disney. This one right here, I don't hear being talked about enough, in my opinion. this movie's amazing, but we have got The Mask of Zorro. Antonio Banderas, Anthony Hopkins does a phenomenal job in this movie. I can't remember the guy's name in the movie, but he is kind of not the main villain, the one who steals Anthony Hopkins' daughter, but the other guy. Well, I'll show you a scene right here.
Where are my manners? Would you care for something to drink?
I mean, very twisted, almost kind of horror elements of this movie. And then, of course, we can't talk about this movie without talking about probably my favorite composer of all time, James Horner. His compositions, his scores that he writes, he did Titanic, he did this, he did Legends of the Fall, he even did, I think, the first Avatar before, unfortunately, he did pass away. But he's just, when you hear his music, you know it's James Horner. It's beautiful stuff. But this movie's such a fantastic movie. I think more people need to be talking about this because I don't hear about it enough. But there you are, The Mask of Zorro. All right, so we have two more. This one right here, this is a Mel Gibson film. Now, it's a toss-up between this and one of his other films that are my favorite of the 90s. Well, actually three. But what I had to put up there is The Patriot. Amazing movie. Mel Gibson in the 90s was unstoppable. Another one, of course, is Braveheart. But this one, to me, it just edges it out a little bit. I'm a big fan of American history. That might be part of the reason why I like this movie. But not only you have Mel Gibson, you have Heath Ledger. Both give great performance. Such a well-rounded movie. Love this movie. Definitely need to watch this again. The Patriot. And guys, this last one, I didn't grow up watching this movie. It is a 90s film. I actually didn't watch it till probably a month ago. And a lot of my fellow content creator friends, they were really giving me a hard time because I had never seen this movie. I finally went out and I blind bought it because they're like, just blind buy it. It's worth the blind buy. So I got on Amazon for like $10. It was used. But well, anyways, The Rock.
Welcome to The Rock.
Such a good movie. This, the second I saw it, for 90s films, shot basically to the top. Ed Harris is probably my favorite in this movie, right next to Sean Connery. I think those two really shine the most in this movie. But you also have Michael Bihn's character, that shower room scene. I've talked about it before.
You tell your men to safety their weapons, drop them on the deck.
I cannot give that order!
I am not going to repeat that order!
I will not give that order!
What the hell is wrong with you, man?
And of course, Nicolas Cage in all of his Nicolas Cage-isms. You have Hans Zimmer, who did the score for this. Hans Zimmer does a lot of stuff with Jerry Bruckheimer. And the score for this is basically, well, the score for Pirates of the Caribbean, The Curse of the Black Pearl, is pretty much a carbon copy of this score. Identical. But I love this movie. Can't recommend this movie enough. I'm sure all of you guys have seen this, but there you are. The last one we're talking about today, The Rock. And guys, that is my 12 of my favorite 90s movies. If you guys agree with me, let me know down in the comments below. If you guys disagree with me, let me know in the comments down below. Also, let me know what your guys' are. I'd love to read them and we can talk about it. But guys, if you enjoyed this video, make sure to go ahead, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and of course, hit that bell notification. But guys, that's all I have for you today. You all take care.